Hello, PolyB6838 here, and I'm doing a deck tip for you guys. It's my black-green zombie deck. It's not complete, but it's mostly complete, so I thought I would show you guys what I'm running for standard this season. Running 2 Cavern of Souls. I want to run 4 Overgrown Tomb, but I only have 2 right now, so I'm looking for 2 more to make that a play set in this deck. I'm running 4 Woodland Cemeteries as well. And the rest of the mana base is all swamped. It's more of a black build with a little bit of green in it, so I can afford to just run swamps and dual lands with it. And that's the mana base. I run 21 lands. This is non-creature spells. I run 3 Tragic Slips. And this next card I'm about to show you is really underrated. I think it's really good. It's really helped me a lot in games. Bump in the Night. Even though I don't flash it back for the red mana, just the fact that you can basically lightning bolt someone in the face for 1 black mana, which is all I really use it for. You know, just 1 mana for an extra 3 damage can be game changing, and it's really good. Even though it's sorcery speed, it's still a really good card, and I have a feeling once people figure that out, it'll be bigger in standard. I'm running 3 Abrupt Decays. I only have 1 right now, but I want to run 3. I run 2 Sign in Bloods. Those are really nice for just that extra card draw. Even though you have to pay 2 life, it's still really good for 2 mana and 2 card drawing, because in black there's not much card draw. So then I run 3 Liliana of the Veil. Everyone knows she's a really good planeswalker. The fact that she can make your opponent sacrifice, and I mean, her +1's really good. You know, you have a grave color in your hand, you can just discard that and then cast it from the graveyard. I want to run 2 of this next card. I only have 1 right now though, and that is Vraska the Unseen. It's just a really good planeswalker. Honestly, everyone talks about the ultimate. I'm not even interested in that. You're never going to get her up to the ultimate, hardly ever. I mean, it's nice if you can, but really the +1 and the -3 is what I'm really interested in. The fact that her +1 protects herself so well, and the -3 just to destroy a non-land permanent, you know, planeswalker, pike, whatever is really annoying, you can just immediately destroy it. Even though she's 5 mana, she is honestly the best 5 mana planeswalker I have ever seen, in my opinion. I know Gideon's 5 mana, he's pretty good, and Tamiyo's pretty good, but honestly, I think this is one of the best 5 mana planeswalkers out there, and I think it could see some good play. And I would like to try and just troll people with that ultimate if there's a way around that. You know, it takes some time, but it would be awesome just kill somebody with an assassin token. Next is the creature base. I have a heavy creature base on this zombie deck. It's more of an aggro build, which is really good. It's really in your face. I run 4 of the Diagraph Ghoul. These are the full art promos. Pretty nice. I run 4 Gravecrawlers, one of the staples in zombie decks. Really good card. Another big card in zombie decks, Blood Artist. I run 4 of that. Right now I only have 1 Lotless Troll. I want to run 4, but right now I'm just running 1. If anyone out there has them for trade, I'm really looking to trade for those. I would even offer you a good deal for them. I'm really looking for this card. It's just so good. The fact that you can discard a Gravecrawler to give the 1/1 counter, and then just immediately cast the Gravecrawler back out, and then regenerate and trample. It's just amazing. I run 2 Dreadmangler. It's a really good card. The haste on it is really nice. And the fact that late game, if it dies, you can scavenge it to throw those extra 3 1/1 counters. Really game changing, really good card. Really like the haste. You don't see that with the zombies normally, haste. Usually it's quite the opposite. I run 4 Dross Messenger, but if I get a lot of trolls, I might change the number of Dross Messengers I run. So right now I run 4. I run 2 Golgari Lichlords, one's from the deck and one's from the regular. This card is so good late game. The fact that you can have it into the battlefield with +1/+1 for each creature in your graveyard, and you can just ping people with your Dross Messengers, have them come right back and do another 2 damage after that. It's really nice. And this next card, I know people use it, but they don't use it as much as they should. It's the Disciple of Bolof's. He is amazing in zombie decks. I've actually gotten him out and sacrificed a Gerard to gain like 12 to 15 life and draw that many cards, and they just scooped. Because there's nothing you can do with this card. If you can gain enough life and draw enough cards, you just have everything you need. You have a Drolf's Messenger out in play. You can sacrifice it, gain 3 life, draw 3 cards, and then it comes back, dealing 2 damage. This card is just so good late game. The only problem is if you have this in your hand and no creatures to sacrifice, then it's bad. But I've only had that happen a couple times. Usually you can draw on the creatures when you run a high creature base like I do in this deck. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this deck, if there's any pointers you'd give me or any suggestions. And I will have an updated trade binder up later. I got a fat pack and a bunch of packs, a lot more Ravnica stuff in my binder. I also traded off a lot of stuff that was in my binder, so you'll notice a big difference with that. And why not, I'll show you guys my sideboard as well. 1 more Tragic Slip, 2 more Sign in Bloods. I'm thinking about changing it from 1 fog to 2 fogs. It's really nice against the aggro matchups. When they swing in, you can just prevent all the damage. It's game changing. 2 Ultimate Price against the monocolored decks. 2 Naturalizes. Those come in handy against like pike decks, things that run a lot of enchantments. I'm not sure if I'm going to run these main board eventually or change the number in the sideboard, but I run Slitherhead right now on my sideboard. It's nice against the aggro matchups to just be able to boost up my creatures late game. You know, the free scavenge is really nice. And Delver's Worst Enemy, Vampire Nighthawk. I know people use this, but this card is going to come in handy so much in Standard when you're facing that Delver matchup. The fact that this can block Delver and the Death Touch and Lifelink is just amazing. So it's a really good card. Everyone knows it. Well, I'll have the trade binder up soon enough, so let me know what you guys think of this deck. You know, any comments or suggestions would be appreciated. Thanks.